going on, Chow Dawg fans? At the stove, making me a roux for some gumbo. Got half a cup of vegetable oil, probably about 3/4 of a cup of flour. Just been stirring constantly for about it's been about 20, maybe 25 minutes now. Just getting it down to that color that I want to get. Start out with medium heat. I reduce it to low or medium low. So probably about another 5 to 10 minutes. This is gonna be where I want it. And I'm gonna add my andouille sausage. Gonna add my chicken. Actually, before I do all that, I'm gonna add my chopped vegetables. I got some 1 bell pepper chopped, 1 onion chopped, and a couple of celery stalks chopped. So I'll add my Trinity in here first. Cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Let them get good and translucent. Add some chicken stock to it, and then I'll add my meat after that. So, all right, this roux is about where I like it to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my my vegetables. Again, one bell pepper, 1 onion, and 1 celery, which is my Trinity. Just gonna go ahead and add that right to the pot. Let that saute about a minute. While that's going, I'm going to add a little bit of minced garlic. I don't want to add that garlic too early because you don't want to burn it. So I'm going to put it in. Let it go about 2 minutes right before I add my liquid to it. So I'm gonna keep that garlic turning because garlic gets bitter when it burns, so you don't want to burn it. Want to get it to the point where it gets fragrant, where you can start to smell it. Once you start to smell it, it's good. But let me tell you, these flavors I got right here, this smells good already. It's going to be a lot of roux too. I got a 32-ounce bottle of chicken broth I'm about ready to add, so keep this video short. All right, my garlic's gotten fragrant. I can smell it. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 32-ounce container of chicken broth. Again, chicken broth, 32 ounces. And I have some another container of beef broth standing by, because as the heat hits this thing, that roux is going to thicken up, and I don't want it to get too thick. So I'm going to keep my beef broth close and let it simmer for a couple minutes before I add my my meat to it, because I want to make sure I regulate the consistency of it. All right, I'm back. I'll let these marinate a little bit. It's thicking up, so I'm going to add me some. Now I'm adding some beef broth to it. I added one container, 1 32-ounce container of chicken broth, and now I'm adding probably about half, about another 16 ounces of beef broth to it to get it to the consistency I want, because as it cooks, it's going to continue to get thicken up, so I didn't want it too thick. All right, so let's give it a little bit of seasoning. First thing I'm gonna do is add me a little bit of Creole seasoning to it. This is what I'm using today. I like the flavor of this one. I found this in Walmart. If you don't have that, this is always a favorite. Really good. And of course, this is really good. And one that's hard to find, it's real hard to find, is this one. This is, I keep this for my gourmet type cooking stuff like that. This is a great brand. My boy Chef Sean McCurry supplies these for me, but this is a whole line, so check them out. But for this one, I'm gonna be adding this, so let's go about 2 tablespoons to start. I'm gonna add some black pepper, 1 tablespoon. You know, season the taste. I'm gonna add a little bit of gumbo filet. One teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little bit of Old Bay. I'm not gonna add too much just yet. I'm just gonna get it started, and I'll season it again toward the end. So let's get all that in there. Turn my heat back up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna let those flavors marinate, and then I'm gonna add. All right, I'm back. Now I'm gonna add in my chicken and my sausage. These are boneless, skinless thighs that I chopped up, and this is 1 package of andouille sausage, hot and spicy. I'm gonna add that in. Give it a stir. Oh yeah. Come together really nice. By the time I add that shrimp in later and those crab legs, it'll be nice and hearty. So I'm gonna let this simmer. Let this simmer probably about 30-40 minutes. I may adjust the thickness a little bit, but I like a nice, hearty, thick gumbo. So I'm gonna let this simmer a little bit. Maybe put the lid on it halfway, let it simmer to a boil, then reduce it. Get those flavors married up. Actually, I think I'm gonna, before I do that, let me give it a taste. Let's see where we are. yeah, that's gumbo. Woo. All right, I add a little bit of granulated garlic to it. Even though I added the minced garlic, a little bit of garlic. Don't need too much. I think I'm gonna add me a little bit of onion powder. Not much, don't need much. Oh yeah. Get this a stir. All right, guys, I'm back. Just want to show you that I'm going to add a couple of bay leaves in here. Now, because this is a gumbo and it's like a stew type consistency, what you want to do is you want to count your bay leaves as you put them in there. For this amount, I'm going to put 3. And be careful when you're stirring your gumbo not to crush these up, because one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to bite into a bay leaf. That's why you count them, because you want to know how many you're going to take out. So when this is over, you take out the bay leaves before you serve it so that nobody bites down into a bay leaf. All right. Looking good so far? All right, I'm back. What I'm going to do now, and this is optional, I'm going to add me 1 can of diced tomatoes. Again, it's optional for you guys. I'm not a okra eater, so I'm not going to add any okra to mine. I just like to supplement it a little bit with some of those tomatoes. So I'm gonna get those in now and let them cook in and get let those flavors married. Matter of fact, I think I might add another can, but I take them and I drain them. All right, I'm back. Just added my second can of diced tomatoes. They were drained, and this is how we're looking so far. All right, enough to do now. Let her cook. Let her cook. Let those flavors marry. And then toward the end, we'll add our. All right, let it on simmer. I haven't even added the shrimp and the crab yet, so this is gonna be a nice hearty gumbo. Chicken, sausage, seafood gumbo. Gonna let it simmer, cover it up. Leave it crack, let it simmer for about 30 minutes. I'll add the seafood, let it simmer another 30 minutes for a good hour in total from here. And then we'll take a look at it. All right, y'all. I just added my crab legs and my shrimp to the mixture. I just put them in, and now that I got those in, I'm gonna let this simmer. I'm gonna bring it back up to a boil and then let it simmer for another 30 minutes. So I'll see you then, and we'll go ahead and pan.